Hey everyone, my name is Natalie Romero. I'm the Director of Children, Youth, and Family Ministry here at Ascension. I am reading Maybe I Can Love My Neighbor Too. It is written by Jennifer Grant and illustrated by Benjamin Schipper. I wanted to share this book around the same time that we were launching our Pentecost story and activities for faith formation for families of all ages. It is a children's book, but I also learn a lot from my kids, and it is a great way to talk about who is our neighbor and how we can love our neighbor. So it's talking about spreading kindness, and for me personally, I think about that during the time of Pentecost. It was a scary time for the church, but also a very exciting time for us to be blessed with the Holy Spirit and be able to speak so many different languages and spread the love of Jesus. It was really a big birthday for our church. And so I really like around this time to talk about who is our neighbor. Maybe they look different than us. Maybe they speak different languages than us, but we can still love our neighbor. So I hope you enjoy our Pentecost activities and stories, and then come on and stop by at this video and read Maybe I Can Love My Neighbor Too with me. I live at the corner of 9th and 19th Street upstairs in apartment 4A. A building is going up across the street. Week after week, it grows taller and taller, climbing up high in the sky. Mama, will all the new people be our neighbors too? I ask one day. Every single person is our neighbor, she says, whether they live next door or across the street or far, far away. I know I'm supposed to love my neighbors, but how can I love that many people, I ask. Mama gives me a hug. Oh, honey, she says, I'm sure you'll find a way. Maybe start by noticing the ways others show love. A man walks by the construction site pushing a shopping cart that's stuffed with blankets and bags. The wheels hit a bump in the road and the cart almost tips over. But one of the workers moves fast to catch it and sets it upright again. Helping someone who's just passing by is a way to show love. Maybe I can love my neighbor too. Mama and I walk down to the park just like we do every day. I see a man and a woman up ahead talking to people while they wait at the light. I stare at the pictures on the man's arms while he tells Mama about people who had to leave their homes because they weren't safe anymore. Mama hands a few dollars to a woman who has a purple stripe in her hair. Giving money so people can have a safe place to live is a way to show love. Maybe I can love my neighbor too. At the park, an old man is shouting his dog's name. Shadow! Shadow, he calls. A boy runs after the dog, diving to catch him. A minute later, Shadow is back with his owner. The old man says thank you over and over. Helping older folks is a way to show love. Maybe I can love my neighbor too. Mama, look at me, I shout, and she waves from the bench under her favorite tree. When I'm all out of breath, I sit at the edge of the sandbox, watching the other kids play. A girl tosses me a shovel and a pail. Then we build the most elegant castle and dig a moat around it. We decorate it with royal flags made of sticks and seeds and leaves. That was kind of that girl, Mama says, when we were walking back home. I liked seeing how she loved her neighbor, and that the neighbor this time was you. Sharing toys with a new friend is a way to show love. Maybe I can love my neighbor too. There's sand between my toes, and Mama says it's time for the tub. But when I hear a knock at the door, it's our neighbors from upstairs, and they baked us a loaf of bread. Sharing good things to eat is a way to show love. Maybe I can love my neighbor too. At dinner, I tell Daddy, guess what? I learned something new today. That's what I like to hear, he says. What is it? Every person in the whole world is my neighbor, I say. and I can love them too. There are a lot of ways, I say. I can be kind to other kids in the park or even bake something to share with people in our building. I knew you'd find ways to show love to others, Mama says with a smile. Every other person in the whole wide world is my neighbor, whether they live next door or across the street or far, far away. And I know I can love my neighbors too.